Let's talk about your mistakes. That's my segment.
So we're starting with me? That's crazy. Oh, okay. So they had recommended that we talk about bad dates that have happened. And for everybody who knows, I have a girlfriend that I love with everything in me. Her name's Megan.
Shout out, Meg.
And I got her approval to tell some old stories from before me and her were together. Because in all reality, it's more making fun of myself. This one was just such an ass-backwards story that I felt like I had to tell it because I don't think y'all are going to expect it at all. So,
Oh, boy.
I was into this girl that I had been friends with for a while, right?
Okay.
And I, out of nowhere, was just like, you know what? I'm going to ask her on a date.
Hold
I'm
on.
like,
What grade was this so we can sort of gauge how awkward you were at the time?
it was it was the end of my freshman year.
Oh,
yikes.
that is
So-
an awkward phase.
For everybody.
For everybody who knows, like, I was such a sheltered, quiet, awkward kid until, like, the end of high school.
What?
So, like, or, like, I'd say, like, the end of my junior year at the
I
very
agree
least.
with that.
That's kind of when I came out of my shell and was like, you know, I'm doing my shit, you know?
Yeah. I agree.
And by date, I mean, like, I was still in that middle school phase of, like, I can't drive or anything. I can't, like, take them out anywhere. I don't have a job.
You're right.
So when we talked about, like, going out on dates, it was more like, I'm just going to ask this girl to hang out. So we went to the pool, and because there's, like, a pool in this neighborhood near us that's, like, really popular.
Okay.
And the day of, she texted and was like, hey, is it cool if I bring our mutual friend?
Oh, man.
This friend was Jaden. It was and I was like, damn it. So I told Jaden, like, hey, I'm just letting you know my intentions up front. Like, I'm trying to make this, like, a cool thing.
Okay.
If you don't mind kind of, like, playing it towards that or, like, you know.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, sure, you know. Because I didn't want to be the guy that's like, no, I don't want Jaden going with.
Yeah.
That would have been weird as fuck, you know? So we all get there. We're at this pool. We're hanging out. All fun and all that. Voice crack.
It happens a lot.
We realized that there was this thing at night. They do like, they call it like a dive-in, where it's a movie that you can watch while you're swimming.
That's freaking awesome.
So there's like a little side pool.
Yeah.
And it's heated and everything, so when it's at night, you know, it's not like freezing. So we were like, oh, that would be really cool if we all went.
Yeah.
And then Jaden stepped away for a bit, and then she had talked to me, and she was like, hey, so why did you ask me to, like, hang out?
The real question.
Because at the time, I think that she was going through some shit where, like, people weren't messing with her at all. There was, like, she had some, like, drama and stuff go down.
With like a lot of people?
Yeah. So when I had asked, you know, she might have thought that there was some other reason, some, like, ulterior motive or whatever.
Oh.
And I had told her, I was like, oh, no, I just thought it'd be cool. You know, I thought I was so saucy for this part. I was like, yeah, you know, I've just been into you for a while.
I'm
you know?
smooth.
Yeah, I was trying to be smooth. She was like, oh, okay, cool.
We ain't even get to the funny part yet.
For real?
Yeah, no, this is all just setup.
Oh my gosh.
This is just awkward Collin being awkward Collin.
Yeah, because at the time, that was the move. I was like, yo, I just did a thing. Because then afterwards, she was like, yeah, you know, I kind of feel the same way. And I was like, oh, shit.
She said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get to this dive-in. It's like, you know, a few hours later. And we're in the pool, the three of us. And the heater was not working, so it was freezing.
Okay.
And when we were in there, she kind of started being a little bit more like touchy towards me in terms of like not just being like, oh, we're all a friend group. She was kind of like getting up close and stuff.
Sure.
So then Jaden hops out of the pool. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go dry off. It's fucking cold. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And, you know, I'm thinking this is like some wholesome shit. Again, I was really young, so I didn't really like see anything past like hand-holding phase and all that. She took it a step. Let's just say she was a little bit ahead of me in terms of like maturity.
Oh, yeah.
So let me remind you that Moana is playing. it was
not
Moana.
a reminder. This is the first instance.
Yeah, no, it is. It's Moana, and we're sitting there watching it in a pool.
At the end.
And she
God.
she started getting a lot more touchy, and I was not prepared for it. So I kind of was just awkwardly like, and I don't want to get too graphic.
Wait, was there a lot of people in the pool?
There was.
What?
Yeah, and like I said, I was going along with things, but I wasn't trying to get so touchy because I was uncomfortable. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Public pool.
Exactly.
I was in a public pool, and then this was probably the funniest part about it to me.
Then.
A kid came up with goggles. And
It's always those kids.
he
Them kids.
Fuck them kids.
he poked his head up above the water. He's
What'd
just
he say?
staring. He's like, "Hi."
That's it?
Yeah, and then he just poked his head straight back down and was looking dead at her, like nothing. He was just staring at her underwater, and I was like, "Bro, like," and she was still trying to be somewhat touchy, and I was like, "There is a
kid watching?
fucking kid watching," and I had never felt so like humiliated and like awkward in my life because I had no idea what to do in this situation.
Oh fuck. Hi.
Hi. And then she kind of was just out of nowhere. She was like, yeah, you know, it is what it is, whatever. And she got dead quiet, kind of awkward. And later that day, she was like, yeah, I just think that like I was thinking of something else.
Definitely.
And I was like, I was just wondering what I did wrong.
Oh no. Pin it on yourself.
Yeah, no, I was blaming myself for so long. I was like, damn it, I did the wrong thing. And then I look back and I'm like, no. That would have been a case entirely.
Yes.
And I just look back at it now because there was a lot of times like that situation in high school where I was just so, not even just innocent, but I was just awkward and I didn't have like the social skills to like communicate things and understand social cues. So like there's a lot of situations like that where I should have just like shut the fuck up and walk away type thing or like not interacted. Every bad romantic story I have is something along those lines where I've fucked up bad.